It's a beautiful day, and we're so glad you could join us for today's live on Equa Television International. Today is Wednesday, and we're looking at the topic: should love language be taught? Should love language be taught? My name is Jemima Emmanuel, and we will be doing this together with Solomon Sambo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Joyce Jakada. Good morning. Prudence Burger. Good morning. You're welcome.
For
you.
this morning, we have a love doctor. So you can also call him AKA the love doctor.
Okay, so I have Solomon Sambo, aka the Love Doctor.
You deserve an
You've joined
accolade
her, right?
for this. But
You've joined
I hope that you actually, at the end of the day, not
Be the
deviate,
doctor for love.
You really be the doctor, not be the preacher or the theologian.
So we're
Thank
looking
God
at
for today.
you're looking at should love language be taught? Like you see situations in a relationship, in a marriage between two partners, and then one is trying to figure out the other partner. Like, okay, I don't know how to minister to him. I don't know how to relate to him. I don't know how to really get that language that speaks to him. And another person doesn't even see an issue with it because mere observation, 1, 2, 3 minutes, he has figured out what he or she is supposed to
And
do.
there's something I'm not clear about. What do you mean by the other person does not know how to minister to the other person? Like,
I used
in
other
this
synonyms
context
as
now.
well.
no, in this context now, like what
How
do you
to
mean by
reach
minister?
out, how
Because
to
it's
how
like,
to yes, I used other
Okay.
synonyms so that if you don't get this one you get another.
Because Prudence, you see all these
You see,
married people.
you
eh?
see
That
the
was why I used a lot so that
Okay.
you
You
can
see the
People
reason
call
why
it
this topic.
ministration.
You see the reason why this topic is very, very important, right?
Okay, no, but you people call it ministration.
I was the
don't
one that
understand you
used it, so
people.
you should
No,
ask
no,
me,
because
do
she was
I
looking
call
at
it
him in
ministration?
marriage. She don't know how
Yes,
to minister.
I'm facing
okay.
him.
Okay.
The other person that sits there always says I look at him as well.
Prudence, we know ministration is not song. Or preaching.
It is
Okay,
it is
it depends.
contextual.
It's contextual.
Yes, depending on what context you're using it for.
Some ministration comes, by dishing out breakfast. How do you minister? Giving your man a breakfast in the morning.
Okay.
It's a ministration.
Okay.
So you come to the office very happy.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand. Okay.
After serving him tea and bread.
Yes, not on bed. No.
Okay. And then definitely it's not on the dining table that you put those sweets on the
No,
dining
you know there's this
Some don't have
that-
dining
there's
tables.
this
Okay.
this new generation kind of
Breakfast on bed.
Okay.
serving breakfast on bed, because some people end up in the hospital not
Okay.
instead of office because
Okay.
they are trying to look for bandage and the
Okay.
GB and the rest.
I think I'm clear now.
Love doctor in action.
I told you.
Yes, so should love language be taught?
Start with people that are in love.
I rather jump her.
Start with the love.
Rather jump this one.
Students are worried and red during Valentine's. Start with her.
I
Which
remember-
one is
Prudence will
every day
say,
will be telling
well,
us you don't
I
have
remember
experience?
yesterday.
Prudence
So
will say, I'm tempted to
To
say.
say, or I don't have experience. Who has the experience? Start with those that are in love. Those that will be holding hands in the evening and walking up and down. Should love language be taught? Tell us.
Okay, Prudence, I was asked to start with
shocked.
you.
I'm still shocked.
No, there's nothing to be shocked.
You tell Prudence that
I'm
you're
pretty sure
looking
it's
good.
not
You
me
say,
you're talking about.
applaud my father. Which one is applaud your father? Tell us. Should love language be taught?
Okay, so Prudence should.
Wow,
Do you
wow,
think love
just
language
wow.
should be taught?
Why do I feel so attacked on this end?
It's just a question we're asking.
Why am I
We
being
don't have
put on this
weapons
spot?
to attack you.
just take it
Oh no,
easy.
you have weapons.
What's your love
Honestly.
language?
Okay.
I want to know what's your love language.
don't
So
know.
that I'll tell that brother.
I don't know.
Okay, what's your take
What's my take
on the topic? Yes.
on the topic?
Based on other people's experience.
That you have seen and watched.
Oh God. Oh,
You know,
dear Lord Jesus.
See,
I'm on my own
just
on
just
this
continue.
set
As a
today.
journalist, you are covered because we are the
Learned.
ones that are supposed
You
to
are
be called the
learned.
learned
So
because you
Love
touch
doctor is
you touch
talking to
every
you.
angle. So whatever you're saying,
it's out of
it may
people's
be your
experience.
experience, it may be
Other
other
people's
people's
Somebody else.
experience. So you are free.
All right. since everybody has decided to put me on the
Should love
spot.
language be taught?
I wish you sit on
Wow.
You don't have to
Just
explain
wow.
what happened before answering.
Yeah.
Ah, dear Lord Jesus. Okay. Okay. All right. So, should love language be taught? I'm not even sure that is even supposed to come into the.
Yes or no, Prudence?
It's like I'm just wondering why love language has to be taught. It's communication. So automatically you should be able to learn from actions and reactions
So you should
how
be taught.
to love.
So yes, it should be
So
taught.
it's
or no.
not like I'm sitting you down and teaching you. No, it's that you're observing and learning. Communication is a two-way thing. Someone has to dish out and the other person is receiving. So if and communication is not narrowed to words, but it could also be actions. And there are certain actions like, if I am not impressed with something, it is obvious that I'm not impressed with it. Like, it shows on your face that you're not impressed. If you're impressed with something, it shows because you're excited about it. So if you are clear and honest with your partner in your reactions and actions, then I think it will fall in place.
Okay.
So in essence,
So in essence, it's something that it's not like you're having a
Yeah,
classroom of
deliver,
teaching the person. You're learning
I'm
because
trying to remove the yes
you
or no inside.
I understand.
it's not a yes. It's not. It's
No,
neither
it
yes
is.
or no.
You see?
You see?
It's neither yes or
Not
no.
this explanation.
God,
You
Yes.
ended up confusing us now.
exactly. Do you
Should it
That's
be
why I
taught?
said. That's why I say
remove
okay.
or no inside all of this?
At some point, she
going
was
to
tilting
get
towards yes. At
Then
another point,
later on, she.
but wait.
But
I think for
when you say
clarity,
Yeah.
Todd, I'm just looking at it from this angle. Let me ask this question: Do you mean in school?
No, not like a course
I'm-
in the
I'm-
university.
So this is.
I'm asking on behalf of
why he's
somebody
asking.
outside.
No, not like
I
a
get
course in
it
the
because
university, no.
honestly,
Okay.
honestly, it just sounded like you're going to that lecture. You person, okay, so you see the thing is, I don't like this one. So tomorrow, don't do it again. I like this one. The way you did it like this, I love
So
it.
are you saying it should be taught?
Really? No.
Should it be taught? Yes
I
or
don't
no?
think so.
So that's a no.
No.
It should be learned.
No, that's not our topic.
Prudence.
Should love.
Do you want me to open the show again?
Okay, I think for clarity, when you talk about when's the relationship day now? So relationship general involves two persons. I mean, in this context, we're talking about man and woman. So be it married or you're preparing to get married. Now, that's you relating, loving yourself, sharing. There are some forms of emotional bound, attraction, and all of that. You have seen the prophecy that is this person. Some people these days they will say, it was revealed to me by the Holy Spirit that you are my wife. They will just stop you on the way and say, the Holy Spirit said you are my wife.
Someone
Or
said I
you are
can see my children in your
you.
face.
Yeah, from
Wow.
your face I can see my. So they got the revelation. That's why. So relationship between two persons, man and woman, and then there was something that attracted you to you. People define love differently. You go to Christians, Christians will define, Muslim will define, other religions, some would different definition. But in our context as believers, when you ask love about sacrifice and all of that. And then generally, people talk to you about mushy feelings, strong emotional attraction between two persons. So when they start fighting, I used to wonder, where is that strong emotional attraction that made you not to sleep all night? And all of that's just on a light hand, because there's no relationship without disagreement and all of that. But I would like to say that I think for love relationship, there are two things that for me I see keeps like the two people going. Some of these couples that we see as mentors or that we admire their relationship is not two perfect individuals, but I see it from the angle of compromise and understanding. Anytime I see couples that we are celebrating 25 years, 30 years, 40 years, 10 years, like I just see compromise, I just see understanding, because these two persons came from different background, different upbringing, different community, different ideologies, peers, and all of that. But somehow they found compatibility, and at some point they felt, yes, I can understand with this person. At some point, oh, I can actually compromise for this person's sake, and that is why today we look at some of these people and are like, wow, I love this union and all of that. So love language to some extent sustains relationship. If you're able to decode the love language of your partner. Now I'm saying decode. That means you don't have to teach the person. A lovable person should be a lovable person. If you love, you love. And like, why should you be taught like the love language of your, like Prudence was saying earlier on, that communication is about there are actions and there are also inactions. So there are certain things you do and you see your partner will frown at. And then there are other things you do and you see the person so excited about. You come home as a husband and then you came with some packages and your wife throughout that day see her singing all these winter songs because, or you just make it transfer and all of that. You see her throughout, she's joyful. And
I have a problem with that package and transfer. Continue, Sha.
Then you come to your husband, you serve him food, or you finish cooking and say the food is ready, and you see him frown his face. And at that point, you serve your husband food, and you see him all happy. When he talks, you see my wife. When you talk, you see my wife. Every statement, my wife, because of how you served him. Or he had challenges with you, and he said, "Come, I want us to talk." He sits you down. Why did you do this? And then you are like, you gave him reasons as to why, and he said, I don't like this, please, I wouldn't want this to repeat itself. I'm sorry about it. And you see him all happy. It means he likes respect. He likes to be respected. He likes it when you hear him. That could be a love language, because the last time when he tried calling you, you shouted back or you fought him back, and like for 1 week
you did not talk.
You did not talk. Nobody was. So it means he doesn't like it when you like. So his love language could be respect. So I just feel that once you are with somebody, you should be able to decode. That's why I said somebody that loves. Like, how will I teach you how to love me? There are people who say you have to say it. In your actions and through your inactions, don't you see the reaction of the other person? So why won't you, if you love somebody, you want to see the person happy. You want to see the person like joyous. You want to see you look at the well-being of that person. So each time you call to say, how are you doing? How was work today? Hope it wasn't stressful. And she relaxes and then start telling you, some will say the love language, the love language of some ladies is communication. Like, you want to keep reaching out, like talk with them. For some, it's a turn off. There are ladies that will tell you, like, they don't like it when you call. They see it as you pesting them. So that it applies to your ex does not mean that the current person. So you should be able to decode it. That's my take. You don't have to be taught. I should not come and sit there and say, hey, so you're just coming from your past relationship. Me, actually, this is my name. Oh, this is who I am. This is where I'm coming from. From my last relationship, my guy used to buy me gifts. He used to take me out, and I love it and all of that. So I would like you to pick up from there. No, now. No,
well,
no.
I feel it should not be taught. Nevertheless, you can take hints from others. Prudence, I don't understand.
Thank
you doing
you.
like
When
this.
I was talking, Prudence said, thank you.
When she was help me.
I'm going to put Prudence out of
No,
this
she will
set.
stand here now. So when someone was talking to
Then sooner or later we'll just see something
She
like
has been
this.
doing like this.
I
Never
don't
go
We'll
allow
just
you to
invite the
learn
evangelist.
I've said it on this set that
That-
one of my
But-
career choices was choir mistress. So.
Okay, wow.
He asked you. You did
But-
not say. Joy said hers.
No,
you did
no,
like
no,
this.
no. You-
I
you-
said mine. You
No,
did like
no,
this.
I-
You said one side was
point
said
you were
his own.
making.
You will go.
No, this is what I was saying earlier on, right? I was saying that I think it's something that you learn and not something that someone has to sit you down and tell you, okay, so I don't like this and I don't like this. Don't do it like this and don't do it like this. No, make sure that you are making it like this. Exactly like this is how I want.
So you
No,
meant
It's not
should-
something like that. It's something that you pick up, like something that we always talk about paying attention to your spouse.
But you took my,
We talk
my,
about-
my session.
I'll
of
give you
talking.
I'll give you back your mic. we always talk about pay attention to your spouse or the person that you're in a relationship with. We've spoken about how it is important that you keep communication, because communication is key and all that. So if you communicate, I don't think you have to go through a rigorous lesson on what exactly I like and what you don't like and things like that. No, it's something that from our communication, even if it's we're just sitting down and having a conversation or just thing, you can just chip in some things and this person picks it up because he's paying attention, because she is paying attention to the person. So that's what that's where I
Over
stand.
to
Okay,
you.
as I was saying,
Before you were rudely interrupted.
my sister.
Okay, okay.
Wow. Wow. Why are you on my
moved?
case
Why is she
today?
guilty?
No, continue. Let's
Just
Is
hear
her
make
it.
your
name
point.
Rudely?
Just make
Hey,
Okay.
You're in trouble today.
Jesus.
Okay, so I was saying love language should not be taught. Nevertheless, you can take hints from people. You can take clues. You can take tips from people. So in one way or the other, you're gathering whatever it is you can for your own partner. You have to have it at the back of your mind that people are different. People give love differently. People receive love differently as well. So you can't say this thing worked for this other person. Let me use it for this one. Even if these people are twins, it will not work for them. Even if they were giving birth 1 minute apart, it would not work for them. So you have to know that people are different. Human beings are different. So if you want to,
That's the more reason why you should be taught.
No, let her land.
so if you want to love your partner, if you want to love your partner the best way that he or she deserves to be loved, you have to make sure that you are patient enough to observe everything about that partner. So be it in words, be it in actions, be it in quietness, even in inactions or any other thing, you have to make sure that you're being open to observing, okay, how does my partner appreciate being loved? How does he enjoy me loving him? Of course, there will be times that you try certain things and it doesn't work. Already you know that, okay, this does not work for my partner. You try this other one, you keep trying. Eventually, sometimes you have to communicate with your partner. Oh, I noticed you don't appreciate this. I noticed you appreciate. You observe, you talk, you communicate. It is an interpersonal relationship because it's not within yourself. You're trying to communicate the best way you can with your partner. So in as much as you don't sit down and go writing, okay, if you want to love your partner, you do this. Number 1, you write. Number 2, and then you go, and
It
then
sounds
it
like
works
comedy.
or it does not work. No, you have to observe your own partner because he's a different creature. You can't even go to his or her parents and ask for ideas because he is a different person on his own. You learn from people. You take tips, clues, hints, and all whatnot from others to help you, to guide you, and help you navigate through getting the right love language for that person.
I want to be clear. You said you have to learn from others.
You learn from others, other people's experiences. Okay, what did they do that it was so bad that it didn't work out, so that you know what to pull out. You know that, okay, probably that person wanted to love his partner aggressively and then it didn't work, or she was so jealous and had to uproot every female person in the partner's life and it didn't work. These are things that, okay, this didn't work, is a red light. It doesn't work if I want to love my partner. So when I'm trying to love my partner, I can't go aggressively. I can't start with hatred. I can't go with jealousy. It just gives you, it clears the path for you.
I had to pick from that part because if we're talking about love language now, it has to do with, like, for example, husband and wife, woman and man.
Partners, yeah.
So should somebody learn love language from
another person.
person's experience to know how to best? Because people are different. There are people that love that. There are women that will tell you that if he doesn't beat me, he does not love me. So
Yeah.
imagine now you going to learn from that kind of person who sees that as love language, that is his or her love language. So I'm of the opinion that since this relationship is between both of you, what works for this person? People are different. Like, people are different. That's why I said you can't bring what works for your ex and then come bring it here, and you're like, the last lady that I dated, like, will always appreciate
likes
when I
this.
give her, when I do this to her, and then you are, it will become a problem for you when you start bringing. But learn who that person is, like, decode what makes this person happy. That could be his or her love language, and then try to love that person, like, in that direction. If it is something that is bad, or for you it's not moral, you don't see it as morally, because for some people what they term as love language is not what is morally right.
Right.
Because imagine somebody telling you that I like it when you send me your nude pictures. You're not married. That's for him. That's his love language now. So would you now, as a Christian girl or as a believer, do that because that is the love language? So in the first place, why should you even go to a relationship with somebody that you don't have the same belief? But I'm really keen and interested in Sambo Solomon's perspective. Should love language be taught?
Because I heard him earlier saying
No.
all the more reasons why it should be taught.
So you people,
Go ahead. Should love language? I'm helping Jemima ask you. Should love language be taught?
I say yes to that.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, these are my reasons. You see, for you to agree to come together, there's a communication. Somebody went to somebody and then tell the person that I love you. I want us to start a relationship. Right? The communication started from there. Second is understanding. You have to understand the person that is coming to you to tell you he loves you. And eventually moving forward to say he wants to settle with you. Right? Before it graduates to marriage, you have to know that everything about you, you are crushing it in him. So that person that you are saying you want to crush everything about you in his own life, is he capable? Like, can he contain? Because you talk about everything. That's the woman development. Right? Her career. Right? Her family. Her well-being. And everything. It all starts with communication. And there must be a clear vision and clear understanding to that. I feel, to me, if you allow me, I would say that's the process of learning.
That's the process of learning, but
You
that is
understand?
not necessarily the process of
Okay,
teaching,
let's
is it?
let me land. Go ahead.
Wait now.
We are patient.
So, when that is being established, you have different people, different behavior, different belief, different ideology, and different background. Can be cultural, and so on and so forth, right? Okay. You're coming. You don't know how an Irigwe man love, for instance. You need to be taught.
By who?
By him. These are my people, and this is how we behave. So me, I have this. You can now narrow it down to you, so that the woman will understand. This is how I think. Plus the one that you observe, because some are not even good in observation. That's where you find assumption.
Okay.
So to avoid that, definitely you have to communicate in such a way that you teach the person to understand where you're coming from. Sometimes some behaviors are being misunderstood. You have to teach the person reasons and why sometimes you act in a certain way or you behave in a certain way to avoid assumption. So that the communication now will be clear. It's not that the person is observing and he's assuming. Because in some cases you find out that at the end of the day you see a good relationship, but assumption spoils the relationship. She have a good intention though. She have a very good intention. The reason why she acted the way she acted. You understand? But the thing is that she acted based on assumption because she was not clear. She was just thinking. That's the reason why you have some men who say, okay, I'm just coming and you are giving me mood swing. Like, what exactly do you want? And that's and I think we once treat a topic here, what men want, right? It's because the man is saying, what exactly does she want? Like, I love her this way. And this is the way I was like trying to show her the real love. But she's not getting it. I told this way, she's not getting it. What exactly did she want? And then at the end, you will see the man pulling out or the woman pulling out, that the guy doesn't even understand her. So I feel that should be, in some cases,
Okay,
a situation whereby you sit down and you talk. Is the person, because some are slow in assimilating.
Okay, so
in
here's my
essence,
question.
You're saying the love language should be taught by partners.
By
I
partners.
should teach my husband my
Before
love language, and my
the
husband
language
should
is
teach me
between you and
his
him, not
love
because.
language.
And that's the reason why I keep emphasizing. If you are coming, the two of you are coming, right? You agree, I agree. You are my wall. I'm your wall. Anything happen outside is when me and you decide to dab into it. But if you make me happy, that's my wall. I concentrate there. You make me happy, that's your wall. Because it's the two of us. If you check about all these books that you see about marriage and relationship, somebody is just giving you his own experience. So if you can count, you can say the number of people are in relationship, that's the number of books you find out there.
But do you know that there are partners that don't even know what their love language is? Like, it is triggered by actions that the other partner does. For example, you are my husband and I disrespected you and it made you flared up. So at that point, we know that, okay, your love language, you hate disrespect, so that is not your love language. And then probably I did something that you didn't even think will make you to be so excited. Probably it's just something little that I didn't think twice on it, and I did it for you, and you were so excited, like genuinely, for a very long time. At that point, we're figuring, okay, this is your love language. So can you just bank on partners teaching each other their love language?
I actually wanted to before you answer that, I actually wanted to ask something similar. See, you're talking about teaching someone, but it's talking it out, not a different thing entirely to teaching. Teaching is like you're telling the person, okay, so you have to do it exactly this way and this way and this way, and then a communication, like talking it out, is like you're sitting down to say,
I would say teaching
okay,
is impacting.
I'm expressing discomfort or displeasure towards what you just did, or I was really glad that you did this. Something of that nature. I don't know if I'm the only one thinking of that way, because I'm thinking that what you're saying is that communicate with your partner in speech and action. Yeah, but then you're phrasing it as teaching. And
Is
that's
teaching impacting?
It is.
Okay, can you impact in your woman how to love you?
Well, you see, this is I totally understand the point of view that you're actually coming from. You know, you mentioned something about background, about culture, and it has a lot of influence on attitudes, on behaviors. There are people you meet, and that's why I said, when you see couples that live for 20, 30, 10 years, you can just tell that there's some level of compromise and then understanding. Compromise in the sense that this is not how I know it to be, but this person is coming with this ideology, and then this other person say, okay, let me just pipe low, and then now you cannot just know it just like that. There is some form of communication, whether verbally or non-verbal. And that's why I said it is good that if you are in love, you learn to decode, because love is a total package. You don't come to your there are partners that actually have to be taught. For them, they have to be taught. But the question, should it be taught? No, it shouldn't. So, but some people, because of their background, their culture, their training, their values, like, they don't know how to do certain things, and that's why most of them lost out from the partners that they actually love. Or some men, there are ladies that you love and you actually want to be with, but eventually the girl just leaves you. Why? Because you were unable to decode her love language, and she did not say it. There are people that will never tell you. There are ladies that will tell you, why should I tell him this?
Oh, yes.
You love me. Why won't you know? Some of
Figure
you will
it
be in
out
relationship.
yourself.
The person will be sick, and you will
So
get.
because I love you, I should know everything.
No, I'm not even talking
it's
about
not
monetary
God doing
value.
It's part of it.
Not
It's
even
not
about
God
monetary
doing
value,
everything.
but you love somebody.
Yes.
Why won't you? You love somebody means you care about him. You are looking out for the well-being of that person. But in a relationship, person falls sick and he even recover, but you don't know. about it and you say that you did not tell me.
No,
Does
sickness,
our communication
sickness, you are
not-
talking to the high level.
No,
now.
I'm just saying
If
that that's
someone is sick and then you no, I don't see in the beginning there is no love.
okay.
Not to be honest.
Let me use another
In the
example.
beginning.
You are also with you are with your partner,
Mm.
and then this person is not happy. Probably came back from work. Something happened, and then it affected his mood. But this person comes back home. You cannot even decode that something is wrong. You just come and say, "We need 20,000 to do this and that," and you don't know maybe what he's dealing with from the office is deduction of salary. Do you understand?
Or
So-
you're dating someone
so
and
why-
he tells you, "Tell me what kind of a man you want to marry." Excuse me, please.
So you see that kind of insensitivity. That's why I'm saying that a lot of men have lost out on the ladies that maybe they actually want, because you cannot decode. You say you love the person. You only love the person as much as it like favors you. That's how some people love. They don't decode. Like you only remember that I have a girlfriend when your clothes are dirty. Or I have a wife because you are hungry. That's the only time you think of your wife. You are hungry and you remember that actually married somebody's daughter. And then the only time that you think of that girl is, I've been single, I've been sweeping my house, I've been mopping, I've been cooking for myself, I've been washing my clothes. I need to get married. Are you seeing the kind of mindset that some people go into relationship with? Selfish. And that's why they don't decode the love language. The person is sad. You don't know. How the person will go out of the sadness and become happy. You don't know.
The person will enter depression and come out. You have no
You
clue.
don't know. The person will be sick and you will recover. If you love somebody, from your communication, you should be able to know that something is wrong. And that's why some partners, some that know, they will say, they will insist, we can't move with this communication until what is wrong. But you are in relationship with the person is angry, even came out of the anger, salary deduction, all of you did not even know. All you care about is your own
Like,
bills
yeah,
and
This
all of
salary,
that.
this
You
salary
understand?
deduction.
No, she's making a strong point too.
It's true.
Because
If your
just
wife
imagine
like that,
me
you can't-
coming home and then I'm facing deduction in the office and you're asking me, just try and ask me 5,000.
So did you see how that this can be?
You
That's
asked
why,
the
that's why I'm
20,000.
saying that if you love somebody, it's a total
but you
package.
see, Joyce, I agree with you. When you talk about decoding, you strike me. You understand? And when you talk about understanding, these two, you can't just take it out. You can't just take it out. The biggest of it is that understanding. You understand? Because when you understand your partner, you give him room to certain things, right? Is when it's getting out of hand. That's when you need to sit down. I mentioned something. You see this assumption. Some people miss it out for their right partners. They miss it simply because of this issue of assumption. You understand? A woman is calling you just because she's worried. You didn't call her. Maybe you are the calling type, right? And possibly she said, why is it that Garba? Why Garba? Like,
I'm trying to understand
yes,
why the
why is
Garbani-
it that up to now Garba didn't call me? Like, what's happening? Is he fine? And possibly maybe you say you are traveling. You understand? And then later, she got you on phone. She'll be like, Haba now. What is it? Since I've been trying you didn't call throughout. I'm just worried. And then, you see, it's a good intention. But possibly maybe the way she put it. And then the guy is like, do you know what I'm going through? And you are telling me this? Do you see that?
Disconnect.
Do you see the disconnect? But if you check it, she have a good intention. She's just worried. As in, my lover, he didn't call me up to now. Like, I didn't hear his voice. I hope he's doing well. That understanding, it's for you now to decode that your woman is worried. You know that you're supposed to call her since you didn't call her. So she's just checking up on you. So you understand and give her that room. Yes, at some times she can talk like this. But imagine that it persists and you begin to see it like she's being inconsiderate. Sometimes she doesn't put you like in a certain situations that would make her think otherwise. Then you'd be like, no, see, you know the nature of my work. Like, if I come, number one, I have to keep my phone far away from me. Is when I have break, I pick my call and I call you. That time that you say I do call you, that I call you. But sometimes I don't even have break, like until I close, get myself, then talk to you, because you are somebody that I cannot just talk to you anyhow, like just because I have small time to talk with you. You understand? Take time to explain to you what happened. Some work for them that way. When you sit her down and say, see, if you look at it that way, you will not get it right. This is the so next time you will now see that her behavior is changing towards the call thing.
So
Because-
instead, sometimes you just drop a message or something.
Do you get? Because now you sat her down and you explained to her.
But
Like,
do you know
see-
what I learned from this?
Yes.
Apparently now from these two people,
Yes.
it means her love language is you communicating, keeping in touch. Like even if you are going to be away from your phone, you should just text her and say,
About to drop my phone.
I'm about to drop my phone.
Mm.
Like I won't be able to reach out till 5 p.m. or till 12 p.m. Like it means she likes it. Love language is just what appeals to your partner, what makes your partner happy, what
You-
makes your partner relax and comfortable and even
I
attracted.
agree.
So
Let me wait. Sorry, let me not just forget this. There are some people again, right? You said this. Do you know that you can be overwhelmed? And she will look the other way, not thinking that because you didn't call her, something went wrong or is not intentional.
How many
And then she
times?
wait. Now, there are people like that. So we need to create that balance. You understand? Maybe that person is watching. So for your partner again to be inconsiderate that because her love language is calling and texting and the rest, you know you can be overwhelmed and even forget your birthday. But Joyce cannot. That one I know. She can never forget her birthday. Do you
That's
understand? No matter how tedious the work can
So
be,
imagine.
she can never.
So if,
never-
now
No.
imagine how I love. Okay, this example you're giving, how
Yes.
that I can't forget my birthday and I love my birthday. Like it's something that I feel. You know, there are men that I remember one of our colleagues here. I was the one that said happy birthday. And he said, it's today my birthday.
Mm.
And I was looking at him, really surprised, Mr. Moses. You don't know that today's your birthday. Do you understand?
And
So,
she had to
but
say the
for
name.
me now, I look at how I cherish my birthday,
Mm.
and then you are my partner, and then you forgot. You tell me that I didn't know today's my.
Oh, maybe he's overwhelmed.
If-
Overwhelmed
or
is
of-
what? Put reminder
That's how
on
you
your
could
phone.
just love anyhow.
It's love language.
overwhelmed with the birthday.
But
I don't even have
With
response.
what?
Only preparation.
With
Let me
what?
explain something, right?
In the morning, his boss just called
Okay,
him.
okay.
Moses,
let me
put,
say
put
something.
your
Let me
things.
ask this
Let me
question.
No, 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 no. We are
Hold on,
traveling.
let me ask this question.
I don't have answer
What
for
if
you.
the love language of your partner evolves?
Mm.
Like you took time to decode
This
your
one.
partner's love language, like you really got it right and you were doing it the right way and that partner was enjoying, but then the love language evolved. Like after a while it was no longer the love
Clear
language.
example,
So
when they told
how long will you keep decoding or
For
how
life.
long will the partner keep
For
teaching
life.
you? Like after you've taught me and I decoded more, after a while it evolved. Do I start all over again?
Yes.
It can evolve either because of age or is growing older or just mood swings or just anything can happen and the love language is evolving. It's no longer my love language, so look for the new love language. Like how do you
I
do
just want to
Interestingly,
give
I
an
wanted-
example of this scenario now. You see a girl, you like her, and you go there, you toast in her own language. Now you go and ask her out, and she accepts. Morning call, afternoon call, night call, in between the daytime call. Are you okay? You send lunch, you said airtime, you sub for her, and all, and she's all happy, and you guys are communicating that way. Eventually, you ask, and she accepted, and then you two, you are happy about the relationship. It's going like that every day in the office. We don't even understand you because you're always happy. They make you sad, happy. They give you letter, you're happy because there's something. You're in a relationship that is touching your heart, and then eventually, you guys now, every time you call, you have a lot of things to dish out. You communicate about your likes, your this and that. Now, all of this information is now exhausted because you have familiarized yourself with, and then eventually you call this person, I'm at work, or I'm in the farm, or I'm busy, and or the person does not pick, you're missing calls. Before there was nothing like missed call, and so what do you do in that
when
situation?
the love language
Because
evolves?
it breaks a lot of people.
Yes.
There are ladies that they even regret going to that relationship. Like this was how we started, and then now I'll call, he will not pick, he will not return the call. Or before he will return it, I will send him good morning, he will not respond before it is in the night. Or I will send her message, she will
or
not
you
reply,
send
she
3
will not pick.
pages, they reply you with one line.
Just one line and all of that. So how do you, is a very important question.
Very right.
But Prudence responded while we were talking. The world itself is dynamic. People are also that they change. Things evolve. So as you are growing like that, you keep learning. You keep learning. Now you have familiarized yourself. That time he was trying to know you. He was trying to meet you. And you know yourself. So now what appeals to that person? What makes this person happy and comfortable around you? Like, you keep learning. That's what I would say, because things like that are actually bound to happen. You don't keep giving excuses. That's why I said earlier, if you love somebody, like, it's a total package. You're looking out for the well-being of that person. Learn to always decode. Let your partner not go into depression and come out of it. Let it not be somebody else outside that. The story of a woman was told how that he gave an example with birthday. She cherished special occasions. The day she escaped accident, she'll put the date. The day she was giving birth to, she keeps date of special occasion, and it means a lot for her. She likes to mark those days. It was her birthday, and she had this expectation from her husband. He was busy. He actually planned to take her out and all of. She was so happy about it, but I think he got a call or something, and he left. He came back in the night when they are all about to sleep. Now, look at this kind of instance. It meant so much to her, and then he had to go and meet up. There are ways that you can actually communicate to your partner to make them understand. Yes, you are actually overwhelmed. This job is actually important because you use it to feed the family. Babe, can we reschedule? Can we do this thing? Yeah, there are small ways that you can do things. You don't have to do it in a big way. In the morning, there are little things that men can do. Early in the morning, what stops you from waking up and then giving her flowers, if that means something? There are ladies that don't like flowers, so don't go and think that because we keep watching movies and seeing flowers.
Everybody's bringing flowers.
Come
Please,
to Nigeria and bring for one Nigerian get flowers. Now she'll throw it at you. She wants cake. She wants money.
I'll
and all
probably
of
throw
that.
it in a bin.
So learn your partner. Another lady might like the flower. Another lady, so you can wake her up with it, and she's all excited, like the memory and all. Another lady, what's flower? You have to take her out. There's rice at home, but you want to go and eat the rice outside. So you see the difference. Don't even carry what works for your ex-self to come and bring it here. Learn that person. Decode what matters, what makes that person happy, comfortable around you. Like some of them, they know the love language, but deliberately they will not let. I will not. There are guys that will say, I know it. She likes it when I call her, when I ask, when I care, watch her. I will not call. When they start getting out, they will now decide not to do the love language so that
and
they can get at you.
some intentionally only use the love language when they want something.
Do you understand? It's
you
bad.
You see where I am particularly bothered when people talk about love language. A lot of times they let one person do the knowing love language, do the gift giving, do the attention giving, and then the other person is just stressing and receiving and this person is always happy and the other person is always compromising, like she mentioned earlier. So
no balance.
There's no balance. A lot of times that's where it is. And I wanted to pick from where we're talking about, if she is a lover of birthdays, put it on your calendar. Put reminder. Like the year is when it's in the morning to wake you up. Even if it's just to wake up and wash plates or sweep the house for her that day, it is enough. She knows that okay, you considered her that morning, that this is her birthday, and then you wake up and you tell her like something nice in the morning or something like that. So my father does this thing, and this one is even just a father to his child though. This is a father to his child. He does this thing that if he forgets to tell you happy birthday for your birthday, you will come and see a very long message on your WhatsApp or message or something. He will send you something very lengthy. And that alone is so. Even if you forget or something, but you have it as a reminder, there's compensation. And she was asking a question. Learning. Should you continue? Like how after you have learned, you should. Wait, excuse me.
You finish learning, the person will now change again. You finish learning, the person
and relax and cross leg. Then they change it.
Let me ask you a question.
That means the person was pretending.
What if it was not pretense? Because in as much as
how can someone be pretending to like credit a lot?
In
I
as
don't
much as
understand.
people pretend, there are other sets that really don't pretend. So you cannot
But
totally
here's my
rule
point.
out.
Here's my point. Okay, so there are people that pretend. Agreed.
That's
But
why I
here's what
used age. Probably you've gotten to
You
another
are
age and it's no
growing.
longer.
Life in itself is evolving. Every day things are different, things are new. Then how do you expect the human being to be the same? You can't stop learning. Even just in the society, you cannot stop learning. To the day you draw your last breath, you're learning new things every day. It's the same thing with your spouse now.
And
There's
you-
no hard. It's not something that you learn one time and fold your arms. No, you keep learning. That's why they tell you that even if you are 50 years into marriage, keep courting your wife or your husband.
Don't relax. Don't lose guard.
Don't lose guard. I had a message or a conversation from church one time on married couples. I think they were 30 years, 35 years of marriage, and they were telling us how the woman said there are some things that she did not have any idea her husband would ever want in this life, but now 30 years down the road, that's when she's learning that this man would want something like this at this time.
He's no longer the same.
He's no longer the same. And some of the things that she used to do before, he no longer wants them. He no longer appreciates them. So she had to let go of those things and she now does things that he would appreciate.
You see,
And it's just a
learning is a
circle.
continual thing. You know, you keep learning day by day until you take the last breath. And then once you agree that you are staying with somebody, definitely you know, because he's young. At that young age, both of you, your drive is different, right? As you grow old, there are certain things that is either you have taken them too much and then you don't like them. For instance, like food. You understand? So the dish definitely will change. Now the woman is understanding what the man likes now. You know, maybe you are the noodle type, right? And then now you don't care about it simply because of some reason. And there are medical reasons too that will make certain things change. You understand? Imagine somebody that likes a particular meal, and then now they are saying because of this ailment you have to start taking a special diet, which your woman now is responsible to making that for you. You know, after cooking for the entire family, now she's thinking of the husband because this is what the hospital say concerning this. So you understand some of these things. And then you see, when she said love is a total package, yes, agreed, it's a total package. So you have to open up your heart for learning. And I believe anybody that loves, that truly loves, he always come with open heart, willing to learn from the other partner, because that is where compromise comes in. Because once your heart is open, that means you're beginning to understand your partner, and you're saying, okay, I think this guy or this lady, she's struggling with this. How can I adjust? You understand? But like Prudence says something, you know, to make some communications clear, there are some points that warrant you people to sit down and say, I'm getting overwhelmed with this. Because she mentioned the issue of one being given the sole responsibility of, you understand, of decoding, understanding. You know, women, this is how we are. This is our mood. You know, we like gift, we like this. And I asked, I said, can you point me a man who does not have an emotion?
No,
No,
but you
wait,
talk about
wait.
the women, and then the men too have this. You need to learn. You need to know that I don't like this kind of thing. Sometimes the women are the ones that are overwhelmed.
Wait. That's why I said that open heart that you say is a total package. You open your heart to learn. And I said true love. True love. Once there is that true love, there will be that understanding. Because imagine me coming to you and tell you, I say, why are you always talking about emotions? That this. Do you think I don't have emotions? Do you think I don't like gifts? Can you just buy spoon and said, I have changed your spoon?
It might not be that.
It may not be that. I'm just setting an example. And you just say, I think you used this spoon for like 2 years now. And I said, let me buy this spoon to you. One time, you know, they were said like, they have changed your spoon. I was like, wow. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, you think that I've used this particular spoon because there is a spoon that they'll say, no, it's for your daddy. You understand? Nobody trusts the spoon. But they are like, you use this for like long. Can we change your spoon? You understand? But you just find out that, sometimes we just take one another for granted. Yeah, it's not
Familiarity.
good. Familiarity, and then taking advantage of one, because you are beginning to feel like because this person is doing this to you, the person loves you more, and you can take advantage of him. There's nothing wrong with you loving even outside the boundary, because loving outside the boundary, that's what Jesus teaches us. That's why, to a point that he has to give his life at the cross of Calvary. Can we do that with the love that we are talking today for one another? But when it comes to, but can we crush that and say, okay, for this, can I love extreme, that the person will really know that I am with this person?
The thing
Really,
is that
in
love
loving,
should
there
not
should
be
be-
one-sided.
There should be balance. Sometimes this lack of balance, the one that does not feel loved, is what makes that person goes out of the marriage or out of the relationship to get love elsewhere where he or she is not even supposed to find it. But if there is that balance, there won't be any need for me to even look sideways or anywhere, because I am getting all that I need. The effort is on two ways. It can't be one way. If it goes this way, something has to come back this way. So it should be both
But
ways.
more
Nobody
importantly,
should feel like I'm giving too much love and he's not returning back, or I'm not returning back because I deserve love. No, everyone really deserves
you
love.
see, I said
the
something.
efforts, no matter big or little. Just
I
try
said
and
something
do it.
earlier on that most of the marriages or couples we admire, compromise and understanding is key. When you love, don't be selfish. There's no selfishness in love.
Sure.
Like it even looks out for the other person more. So imagine where you have a relationship between two people, and then the woman is looking out for the man, and the man is also looking out for the woman. I mean, that's you can't imagine the beauty of that kind of relationship. But where you have a relationship where the woman is only thinking of herself, give me, think of me, the guy will be overwhelmed. That's why some of them will say men are just born to work, stress and die. Because if you find yourself in that kind of relationship that your partner only thinks of himself or herself, then you find yourself just stressing and even dying in the cause. But that's not the intention of love. That's not how love should be. So when you are in a relationship, always look out for the other person. I'm not saying one person. The woman look out for the man also look out for the woman. When you already have a relationship, so you communicate. You know when something is wrong, when his mood is changing, when her mood is changing, you're able to find out what is it. Don't do I don't care. If you like, go to hell. There's some partners, you are living with somebody in the same house, but you don't care. If you like, be sacked. Me, you must pay this bill. Like that. I don't care how you're going to get the money. Like, it's amazing how you hear partners say, I don't care how you do it, but you must buy me iPhone 16. I mean, I don't understand. That's not love. That's, you hear people. There's a girl that was telling her partner that, I think it's boyfriend, that she's not happy with how their relationship is going. He doesn't to buy her things. He doesn't give her money like her friend's boyfriend is doing. Then I say, but I'm trying. I'm working, and then this is what they are paying me. So now the other guy that is not aware that he's doing Yahoo, like he's into some shady deals. That he should go and do the Yahoo too now. How will she be dating him and she's be using Android phone and all of that? That's not love.
And you know, a story
You are
was
pushing
given
him to go and
based
do
on
that kind of thing.
A story was given just recently about a man that was not meeting the needs of his family members, and the wife had to go out of her way to do things, and she did that selfishly because she was going out with the husband's friends that had more means than him. And when he noticed she was doing all of that, he tried to confront her, and she did not even deny it. She came out open and said, yes, I am doing it. That is because you are not meeting our needs, and we have to survive, we have to eat. And the man, out of frustration, he hanged himself.
Or the ones that will say, you go and sleep with a man so that he can give your husband job. Like, for you, into your own way of
So left to
assisting
you are
him
doing a
is
favor
a
for
love
the
language.
husband.
Don't do anything wrong. Earlier on I said it. Going the wrong way, doing things that are morally wrong is not love language. I mean, it might look like it, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's destruction. If you love somebody, you wouldn't want to see the person being destroyed. You don't want to see the end of that person, like just dying or putting himself in shady deals because you love that. That's not love. If you love is patient, love is kind. Like,
it's not self.
do you understand? So I
Does
just
not
feel that
rejoices
once,
in evil.
and that's why also you see everything foundation matters. Who is the person that you're in relationship with? Some of the struggles we go in relations because we go opt for the wrong partners, and that's why every day is either you're crying or you're just trying to help me talk to her, help me talk to him. If it's the right person, you don't have to struggle. So if you're in a relationship and you keep struggling, like someone Solomon will always ask, what if you're already married to the person? I mean, you have to surrender to God, though. There's nothing that he cannot do. Because there are some people that got married from deception. Like people, they were deceived into it. So imagine trying to learn the love language of that person that deceived you. You keep rigmaroling. So at that point, you just ask God to just help you, like, live and navigate your way through that kind of relationship. But if you're yet to marry that person, I mean, if the love language is not something that is morally right, I mean, it shouldn't be something you should do. Because why would you love me and you're asking me to go into prostitution because or go and sleep with somebody to give you a job? That's not love.
Or go
So
and sleep with somebody so that you
I
can
mean,
have,
so
you
the
can have
basic
children.
thing is compromise, understanding, and love looks out for the other person.
Thank you. It was a lovely discussion. Solomon Sambo, thank you. George Jakada, thank you. Prudence Burger, thank you. Love is sacrifice. Love is understanding. Love is compromise. How well have you compromised in that relationship, in that marriage that you are having? Love is not self-seeking. It does not rejoice in evil, but in good. It does not boast. It is not. You just have to really get it right and strike a balance in that love. You cannot be at the receiving end, always receiving, and you're not giving out love. It should be a two-way thing because you decided to be together. Nothing should keep you apart. The effort should constantly keep rolling in as time goes on. Thank you so much. Hope you learned a lot. We hope to meet you again, same time, same station tomorrow. Do have a blessed day.